So I was doing some bounty missions, and after I finished off the bounty, his wingmen were chasing me out of the atmosphere, so I figured, why don't I try to see if I can get their weapons and store it in my personal inventory. So I'm going to give you my guide on how to do that. Okay, so if your bounty spawned on a planet like mine did, you have to drag the wingmen into space, because if you shoot them down on the planet, they'll just hit the ground and explode. So when you drag them into space, basically just make sure you do it. You kill them when you're sure you're not in atmosphere, because if you get out while you're in atmosphere, they'll just slowly fall to the ground and die. Also, after you put an enemy in soft def, they'll kind of drift for a bit, so just wait for them to stop and then pull up next to them and get out. So I kind of wanted to see if the missile bay would be left open. It wasn't. You probably could, if you wanted to, go in the cockpit and try to open it, but I didn't bother with that. I just grabbed the guns that I was after. It was interesting because some of the weapons on the ship were locked, but the other ones weren't. So I guess maybe that was a bit of a bug or something going on there. I was using the 100i, so it's can be a little tricky to get the weapons in there, but just kind of have to jiggle it in there. So after you get the weapons in your ship, you're going to want to head down to your main landing zone. It doesn't have to be your main landing zone, but that's what I chose because that's where I have all of my weapons and ships. So go there. So you're going to want to land and then take the weapons out of your cargo bay and put them like close to the elevator, or you could put it somewhere else if you're worried about someone else taking them. But put it somewhere, and make sure you get your hangar number, because you need that for later, because you have to spawn, uh, like you're going to store your ship and take the weapons off of it, and then you're going to have to spawn your ship and make sure you get the exact same hangar, otherwise you won't be able to put the weapons on your ship. So now that the weapons are off, just save changes and spawn the ship again.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
So you see I didn't get the right hangar, so basically you just have to store the ship and then retrieve it again, and you have to keep doing that until you get the same hangar that you left the weapons in.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
So I got the right hangar this time, so
Please
now you just
visit us
go
again.
down to the hangar and put the weapons on your ship. But to do that, you're going to have to get into the pilot seat and unlock the ports, which is left, or no, sorry, right Alt and K. So when you're in landing zones, it seems the only place where you can actually use your tractor beam is when you're actually on the landing pad, or I guess close to your ship. You'll see in a second. So you basically just run to the until you're standing on the pad and then take the weapons. So you can see the ports are currently locked, but we'll take care of that in a second. So once you're in the pilot seat, it's right Alt and K, and that'll unlock the ports, and then you can put the weapons on. So after you get the weapons on, basically just close your door, go back up and store your ship. And then after you store your ship, you can just go into your Mobi glass and you'll see the weapons there. If you want, you can unequip those too, and then
Welcome to the
they'll be in
ASOP
your
Vehicle
personal
Retrieval
inventory, or you can
System.
just leave them on your ship.
Again. Goodbye.
So I recorded this during Invictus, so the servers weren't doing their best. But if you run into any issues, you can just select other ships until the weapons view and pops up, and then you can take off the weapons.